Coming up about the news this morning, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman helps hand out thousands of books to promote reading here in the Commonwealth. And several Eastern Kentucky high school theater groups come together to celebrate their art form.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, 5:30 here. I'm Dakota Makris. I cannot believe it's already Monday. Phew, my goodness gracious. All righty, let's head over to Brandon for a look at our forecast. And, well, Brandon, the forecast, that's your art form, buddy.
Listen, I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
I was talking to our morning producer a little earlier last week. She had messaged me while I was on vacation, and I know it had been very cold up here for a little while, and then she said, "You're coming back when it's starting to get warm." And I said, "That was the plan all along."
Was it?
No, it wasn't, but it worked out for me. I'll claim that. I'll claim it. But it has been a very mild and above average weekend. That trend will continue today. Not too much in the way to slow you down this morning. It is cold, so grab some jackets on the way out the door. Let's take a look at Pine Mountain. They have moved the camera up there on US 119, up there, Whitesburg Mountain, Pine Mountain, and you see kind of a better view looking down the mountain there from the top, and you'll see a couple of cars up there moving around. Not too bad so far. Temperatures in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Here is the interesting thing that I had to point out to you this morning. Look at Clintwood, Wise, and Jonesville. Clintwood and Jonesville in the upper 30s. Wise is at 52, so a big contrast there in that part of the region. 38 Manchester, 38 Middlesboro, 54 though Jackson and Logan, 51 in Pikeville, 41 London and Williamsburg. So a normal day for the most part for coffee, but of course it's Monday once again, so a little extra. Again, it's just going to be a very nice day. 77 this afternoon, or that should be 2 to 5. I accidentally put another 5 on there. Not 2 to 55, 2 to 5 out of the south there. I'll fix that in a minute. Sunny and mild. Get out there and enjoy it. But clouds will increase, and we'll see a cold front come our way as early as tomorrow. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, we have some heartbreaking news in Pike County. In a post on its Facebook page, Pikeville Independent School shared the news of the death of one of its second grade students. The post said the boy had, quote, a smile that truly brightened our classrooms. The post also said the school's mental health professionals will provide support during this time to families and students. The school has canceled class this Wednesday so families can attend the funeral. A man has been arrested for murder in connection to a woman's body found in Buchanan County. 38-year-old Dustin Barrett Owens of Vansett, Virginia, has been arrested and charged with homicide by the Buchanan County Sheriff's Department. Police say they found the body of a woman in her home on Sunset Hollow Road in the Russell Prater area Saturday evening. Police then arrested Owens for homicide. The name of the victim has not been released at this time. And police in Rowan County are asking for your help in finding a suspect involved in an assault case. The assault reportedly happened between 4 and 7:30 a.m. in the East Moorhead area. The police say the suspect is a white man and is around 6 feet tall with facial hair. He was last seen wearing a blue shirt, ball cap, and boots. If you have any information that could help police, you are asked to contact the Moorhead State Police Department. Officials with Kentucky State Police are asking for help finding a missing Laurel County woman. They say 37-year-old Tawana Martin was last seen by her family at her home in London around 7:30 Friday morning. She may be with 42-year-old Ronnie Martin of Corbin. The two were last seen in Rockcastle County around 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. Troopers believe they are driving a cream-colored 2007 Ford Edge with the registration plate KY080YCP. And small business owners in Powell County are cleaning up after a car wreck that ended a police chase made a mess of their storefronts. Stanton police say they were chasing a vehicle when the driver crashed into a salon Sunday morning. Security camera footage recorded the incident. Chelsea Nolan's mom owns Blessings Floral Design. She says she was on her way to the shop at the time of the crash, but pulled over for a few minutes on her way.
If I would have not pulled over, I would have been sitting right where all of this happened. Where I usually park is like right in the line of where it's just it's a blessing that I didn't get hit.
One witness said police told him the car hit 100 miles per hour at one point. A Lexington man who served in World War II was honored at his church on Sunday. Lewis Fields was just 17 when he joined the Navy. He served in the Pacific Theater of the war and was in Japan when the atomic bombs were dropped there. Fields and other veterans were recently honored during an honor flight yesterday. He was named a Kentucky Colonel, and his service was recognized at Tate's Creek Christian Church.
I don't want no glory for me. All the glory goes to God. He brought me through all of this from 17 years old to 96, almost 96. The good Lord has been with me every day, and I just couldn't live without him. And I just feel sorry for people that don't know the Lord.
Well, Fields and 98-year-old Howard Evans were both on the honor flight last month. Evans is said to be the only World War II veteran still living in Owsley County. Well, loud booms could be heard in the Leatherwood area this past weekend as the reenactment of the Civil War battle in Leatherwood took place once again this year. Pleasant weather set up a nice reenactment scene as actors dressed in Civil War uniforms and put on a show for viewers. Participant Kyler Calhoun, who is a sergeant in the reenactment, says the Leatherwood battle is unique because of the scenery.
Well, they're small, so we know everybody, and we're one of the only places that has an actual museum on the battlefield, and we've built this from scratch.
And to learn more about Civil War battles here in the Commonwealth, you can also check out the Middle Creek National Battleground in Prestonsburg, which also includes a lot of Civil War history. Well, during the weekend, Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was in Lexington to help hand out more than 40,000 books. Hundreds of parents, students, and teachers showed up to Fayette County Schools. It partnered with AFT Kentucky 120 United and First Books to distribute the books. The Lieutenant Governor says she is proud to help promote literacy in the first of its kind event in Kentucky.
And I am so proud to see everybody here today. I'm so excited, and I cannot believe this is the first time this has ever happened in Kentucky. And look at the turnout here today.
The event was part of a national effort by the American Federation of Teachers to put 1 million books into the hands of kids across the country. Several high school theater groups from across the region gathered this past weekend for the KTA East Regional Theater Festival at Perry County High School. Well, this Kentucky Theater Association Festival gives theater groups the opportunity to compete against one another to advance to the state and potentially the national competition. KTA President Phil Neese says with so many sports-oriented competitions out there for students, it is nice to have something theater-related for the kids to compete in.
It's a wonderful community of art programs that we have all throughout East Kentucky, and I'm blown away this year by the level of talent and design creativity on the stage with sets and costumes and the whole nine. It is absolutely glorious what we're putting together today at this festival.
After watching all the county's performances, 3 judges will select the 3 Eastern Kentucky schools to advance to the state competition in Campbellsville next month. Well, Harlan Boys Choir Alumni celebrated its 57th anniversary on Saturday. Our Chandler Wilcox details how this anniversary is special to the choir alumni and the way they honored the man who was the key to starting it all.
While almost every community has a school choir, the tradition of Harlan Boys Choir is in a league of its own.
The Boys Choir has traveled extensively. They have been to Graz, Austria, they've been to California, they've been to Canada, they've been to New York, they've just been all over the place.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of Harlan students have participated in the choir since its creation in 1965.
You play basketball, football, baseball, boys choir.
The choir is more than just a group of students singing. It is a family, all starting with co-founder David Davies.
Oh, Mr. Davies is just one of those guys. I mean, his love for music. He founded the choir in 1965, and there's several of the alumni, that started out with him that are here.
Love for music and a passion to positively impact the lives of students.
Mr. Davies is a teacher, good Christian man, a good example. He's taught me a lot.
With Mr. Davies' impact on generation after generation, music is a part of the culture in Harlan.
The hills will be alive with the sound of music, that's for sure.
A tradition of excellence that echoes through the mountains. In Harlan, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Harlan County Judge Executive Dan Mosley declared October 22nd David Davies Day as a celebration for his success. The Harlan County Ghost Hunters is a group that was created in 2013 to learn more about paranormal activity within these mountains and beyond. The group is made up of a handful of Harlan Countyans who use special equipment to investigate people's homes, businesses, and historic sites. The group's owner and lead investigator, Dexter Day, says ghost hunting is a lot like fishing. It is not guaranteed you will reach someone on the other side, so it makes it much more exciting when you do.
You can go out there and catch you the biggest monster bass of all time or monster evidence, and sometimes, I mean, you want to get a bite. The big thing is have an open mind, be patient, because things don't always happen like that.
The Harlan County Ghost Hunters they have a podcast called The Hauntings of Harlan County, Kentucky and More. For any skeptics out there, group members encourage anyone to come experience an investigation with them to see everything firsthand. Well, for more than 2 decades, those with Ferriston's Haunted Forest of London have been scaring people each Halloween season. Haunted Forest employees say beyond contrary belief, haunt season prep starts when the new year does. Tom Hitt with Ferriston's Haunted Forest says as early as January, he and the others will attend haunt conventions to buy new items and to come up with new and creative ways to scare people.
Every year we already have more ideas for the next year, and we go to some conventions and you see things and you learn more things and learn how to do it better, and it's just a lot of fun. That's the main thing about it, is having fun.
Well, those with the Haunted Forest say it is a family business, so they have no plans of slowing down anytime soon. It was a popular weekend for Halloween celebrations across the Commonwealth. In Louisville, there was a different kind of bat at the Louisville Slugger Museum. Vampire bats, accompanied by ghouls, ghosts, and other spooky creatures. The Slugger Museum hosting its 7th annual Home Run Halloween. Kids got in free for a howling good time at the museum. They also got candy, balloon animals, and their own mini bats. The museum's executive director talked about why this is an important event for the facility.
You know, we just love any opportunity to celebrate with the community and our guests and kiddos that come in, and so it's a great time of year for us with baseball and the playoffs happening, and just a great opportunity to integrate the two.
The museum also displayed what it claims to be the world's biggest vampire stake, standing at 8 feet tall. Well, just ahead this morning, one of Hollywood's top directors takes a shot at Disney as he explains his refusal to work with the company. We'll have what he said in just a few minutes.
While you will not need your rain gear today, you likely will later this week. I'll have somewhat soggy details in about 3 minutes.